Today I want to share one mind-blowing historical mystery, which to this day amazes and intrigues with its inexplicability. We all agree that in the history of the Middle Ages there were many strange and amazing events. Eyewitnesses described legends and banal superstitions. But when events occur, documented in detail by people in power, it arouses genuine interest. So it happened in the hot summer of 1518 in the bustling and significant city of Strasbourg, located in the Holy Roman Empire, now part of France. Strasbourg at the time was a thriving urban centre, a hub of trade and culture, and home to a diverse population. It was a free imperial city, enjoying a degree of autonomy and governed by its magistrates and council. However, like much of Europe, it was also a society grappling with anxieties stemming from disease, famine, and religious fervour. This backdrop of a vibrant, yet potentially stressed urban environment makes the events that unfolded all the more perplexing. It all began suddenly, almost imperceptibly, with one single woman. Frau Troffea, whose name until that day was known to few, came out onto the cobbled town square and began to dance without stopping. It was not a joyful dance, nor a ritualistic one. Her movements were feverish, inexorable, as if an invisible force controlled her body. Her face remained impassive. Her eyes stared into space. The townspeople stopped, amazed by this strange spectacle. Whispers of curiosity quickly turned to alarm when it became clear that Frau Troffea was not going to stop, but on the contrary was drawing random passers-by into the dance with her, and they were unable to resist. A week passed. Others joined Frau Troffea's mad dance. At first, there were only a few, then dozens. Men, women, old and young, their faces expressed torment and exhaustion, but their legs moved ceaselessly. The city was plunging into an atmosphere of surreal nightmare. The sound of their footsteps, merging with soft moans and gasps, echoed through the narrow streets. The authorities of Strasbourg, faced with this inexplicable phenomenon, were completely bewildered. The city's doctors, wise elders in long robes, put forward various theories. Some spoke of overheated blood, others of divine wrath. But no explanation seemed convincing. And so, in their desperate ignorance, the magistrate made the strangest and most fateful decision. Following a flawed medical theory, they decided that the only way to rid the dancers of their obsession was to allow them to continue dancing until complete exhaustion. A stage was hastily erected in the market square, and musicians were hired, pipers and drummers, to set the rhythm for this eerie and crazy dance. Imagine this scene. The sun-drenched square, filled with hundreds of people whose bodies, covered in sweat and dust, moved convulsively to the monotonous sounds of music. Their eyes were sunken, their lips cracked, but they continued to spin, fall, and rise again, driven by an invisible force. Around them stood a crowd of onlookers, some with horror, others with morbid curiosity, watching this mass madness. Days turned into nights. The dancers fell dead right on the pavement from heart attacks, exhaustion, and dehydration. But new victims took their place, as if an unknown epidemic was spreading through the city, drawing more and more people into its deadly round dance. The dancing plague of 1518 remains one of the most inexplicable documented mysteries in human history. Several theories are attempting to explain this strange phenomenon. One hypothesis suggests mass hysteria caused by social stress and religious fanaticism. Another theory, though debated, points to possible ergot poisoning, a fungus affecting rye that can cause strange hallucinations and convulsions. But to this day, none of these theories has received definitive confirmation. To this day, this mystery remains unsolved. None of the scientists undertakes to reliably explain what happened in that distant 1518 in Strasbourg. Perhaps among the viewers, there will be an expert who can put forward a noteworthy theory and explain the cause of what happened. After all, this was not just a dance contest, but a terrible event that took the lives of dozens of townspeople. Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. What is your opinion on this unsolved historical enigma? Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new fascinating stories. New episodes are being prepared for you.